Hello, I'm Julian Wilkey. I'm a recent graduate of the music production degree program from Full Sail and have also relocated to Austin, Texas from Mississippi to pursue my career in the music industry. I aspire to have a full-time career in every aspect of the entertainment industry, from studio work to live sound, and with this master's degree in entertainment business, to become a well-rounded individual that can contribute to the entertainment field as a whole. I've learned that with my personal path to mastery, it's more of a chess game than checkers. I've recently switched my view of goals from short-lived aspirations to long-term investments for my future, and with the knowledge I acquired from this degree, I hope to better facilitate that wish. When you're attached to something or inspired by something earlier in life, by returning to the origin of that feeling, you can better understand the path that may suit your life best. Marie Curie's life can be said to be modeled after the return to origin strategy due to her love for science as a young child. But being surrounded by that for her entire life because of her father's work in science, she knew early on what her path was and even made great strides in science and discovered radium. Occupying the perfect niche is about, once one is in a field that interests them, to truly be able to expand to the furthest of one's ability, they must discover an even more in-depth position in their current field that they find themselves always excelling in, and to focus on that more closely than any other talent. When we follow a life path that is for reasons that aren't long-term or overall realistic, fame, extreme wealth, celebrity status, it would tend to create more of a void than a fulfillment. Having goals and dreams are great, but our life task should benefit us and not tear us down in the process. Mozart was classified as using this strategy because after years of pushing himself in the direction of what his father wanted, not what he wanted, he became highly unhappy. But after visiting Vienna, he decided to follow his heart and use his talents and abilities to start composing music. And even though his relationship with his father suffered, he was able to follow the path that he was destined for and not the false path. Let go of the past. This is also known as the adaptation strategy because someone following this would have to take a step back and try to look at their life from an outside point of view. I believe this strategy would ring true of most people because our past does define a lot of our future behaviors and interests. Freddie Roach is a perfect example of this strategy because after years of boxing at a high level and showing a promising future in boxing, it was all lost. He couldn't forgive boxing years later because after putting so much of himself into the sport, he had nothing to show for it. He soon discovered boxing again, but in a new light, as a trainer. Finding your way back is when one lets others' influences and actions shape who they are. It's when one observes others and feels that they need to follow their actions to be able to fit in, but then their own path is lost. Their path has been deviated from, and to regain their true calling, they must turn back and follow the path that they set for themselves long ago, unadulterated by trying to be like someone else. Much like Mozart, my path closely resembles the avoid the false path strategy. I too am a musician, and growing up, although my parents supported my passion for music, many others did not. They said that music should just be a hobby, I needed to find a different career. And when I decided to attend Full Sail, many people told me the validity of the school was poor and that I'll never find a career afterwards. But, like Mozart, I went against the grain. I couldn't be happier. I currently intern at the most prominent studio in Austin, and I work for a backlighting and sound company. And I owe it all to not following the false path. My dream career is to always be involved in music my entire life, whether that's with the studio or with the sound company. My largest goal for myself is to win a Grammy one day. Once I do that, then I know that I followed my life path and fulfilled it. Next week I'll be working with a large event in San Antonio, and if I do well, it will help jumpstart my goals of moving up in the company. My other short-term goal for the next 3 weeks will be to diligently put in more hours at the recording studio to help further build my knowledge and be able to apply it to my future endeavors of my own music career.